don't forget my book. You can get it at the link below. Or if you'd like it signed personally, you just let me know, inbox me, and I will get a signed copy for you and tell you what you need to do to do that. Thank you so much for your participation, and thank you for your support. Simply Dining with Auntie C. Hello everyone, and welcome back to At Home with Auntie C. It's good to see you guys. So what am I doing today? I am making my all famous carrot cake. Again, another one that my son loves. So I'm gonna start. I have already put the ingredients and portioned them out so to let you know, but you do wanna put your oven on 350 to preheat it. I would suggest that you would line your pans ahead of time. Go ahead and spray them and put a parchment paper at the bottom. You can use 3 rounds, 2 rounds. I'm probably gonna cut them in half and do them in 4 layers, whatever I feel like at the moment. So let's get started. So the first thing that we wanna do is we wanna add our sugar. And this is 2 cups of sugar, just regular granulated sugar. This is 1 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. I've been cooking with a lot of different types of oils, the safflower and the sunflower, and they're very good. Then we're gonna have our brown eggs at room temperature, large brown eggs. Everybody says, why do you use a brown egg? Brown eggs they do better in baking, in my opinion. They make things come out more fluffier. The reason that I'm putting them one at a time and I hadn't done that because I wanna make sure there's nothing else coming out with them. And so right here, we're gonna go ahead and whisk this together and get this going. You want to get all that sugar and you want to get the oil incorporated really well. You all know how I am. I like to mix things by hand. I am going to use the mixer once I start the flour, but this is your basic mixture right here. Now I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And after I do that, I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to put together the dry ingredients. You do your wet in one bowl and your dry in another. So that's real good here. Let's set this aside and let's do our dry ingredients. We have let me see, how much flour did I do? 2 cups of flour. We have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt. I just want to blend those together real good. And I use the Swan cake flour again because, as I told you all before, I like the Swan when I'm doing cakes because it gives it a nice texture and your cakes come out very beautiful. Did I do the salt? Okay, I did do the salt. There's a little bit extra that was in there, so let's make sure we have all of it. I think that bowl was a little bit wet when I got it together. Okay, so now we're going to incorporate these 2 ingredients together. Thanks for Amber. You want to start on the first speed, don't put it too high. We're going to just add a little bit at a time. I turn the bowl as I go because this actually lets you get more of the ingredients incorporated very well. Add more flour. This is one of my favorite bowls. So you guys see my wig that I'm wearing? This is one of the Love Me wigs. And my daughter Francesca, Savannah Francesca, I call her Frankie. She got this for her mama. Isn't it nice? So hashtag to Love Me wigs. If you've never had one, you really should try it. Ladies, it is a beautiful wig. They are so nice. They're easy to put on. I don't even have this one glued down. I just have a little bit of a Dot-B spray around the edges, that's it. But I can take it off at night and reinsert it in the morning. Last little bit, and then this is what I'm going to do this time. I'm going to get some of these sides in here. We're going to really blend. That. And one thing that you don't want to ever do is overbeat a cake. So once you got everything pretty much incorporated, if there's still some flour and whatever remains on the sides, you can just kind of just So now I'm going to incorporate everything else by hand. I'm going to fold in the carrots. You'll need 3 cups of grated carrots. I got the most beautiful carrots from the farmer's market. They were huge. It only took me 2 carrots. That's how big they were to do 3 cups. I'm going to grate them, wash them. Wash your carrot first, peel off the peeling, and then go ahead and grate them. And they grate fast. You know, I use a plank grater instead of the kind that's in a box form. But you want to just go ahead and make sure your flour is incorporated before you even add this and the pecans. Now some people don't want pecans, but it's not a carrot cake without pecans, so I really don't know what you're gonna do. If you don't like nuts, I guess you can substitute it for something different. But I don't see you doing a carrot cake without pecans. That's just what a carrot cake is. Fold put your carrots in last because they do hold a lot of water. Sometimes vegetables and fruits will do that, so you want to put them in last. You don't want to put them in while you're beating the mixture together, your cake mix together. This is really simple. I really advise people that when they're getting ready to bake, get all your stuff measured out, just like I had mine. So all you have to do is go blam, bam, bam, and it's done. Because it takes the time and makes it so much quicker. Now you see how nice that is? Now we're going to add, we have 1 cup of, I chopped these in a bag of chopped pecans. I put them in a bag and just chopped them up with the back of the measuring cup. I'm going to fold those in as well. See how nice that's folding? Make sure everything is off the bottom. Take my spatula through. Because once you get it in, you can't do it from there. So you have to be ready to do it. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and add these in to my cake pans. Do half and half. A little bit more in here. Smells good already. Use that spatula, get all of that, and don't waste any of it. My kids would be sitting around waiting so they could lick. All right, so we got that done. I'm just gonna drop it once. Let those fill out, and we're gonna go ahead and put them in the 350 oven. You want them to cook until they can spring back on your hand, or the finger, or the middle of it is dry with the toothpick. All right, so we've got all that done. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up here, and then we'll be back to do the icing. And welcome back. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this cream cheese icing together for our cake. Once the cakes come off, we want to let them completely cool, and then we will ice and decorate them. So for this, you're gonna need 8 ounces of cream cheese. All of this needs to be softened, so please take it out ahead of time. You should be able to do this with it. Shouldn't be hard. You're gonna do 1 stick of unsalted butter, which is a 1/2 cup. You're going to do 4 cups of powdered sugar. And you're going to do a teaspoon of vanilla. And now you just gotta work it. Now I need to probably use my blender with this, but I'm gonna get it a little incorporated first by itself to see what I wanna do. So I got my blender, and let's go ahead and blend this. I think it's time. Well, I don't have my nice blender because I won't say what happened to that. But let me tell you something. When you're moving, make sure you have all your stuff. That's all. Don't let it get into the wrong hands. Because it's another story with Savannah. So I was looking for my, I have one of the nice blenders that are upright, and my sister-in-law gave me that, Annie Bentley. And I go over to Savannah's and I said, Savannah, have you seen the red blender? I said, I got all the pedals and stuff, I can't find it. It's not in my sturgeon, it's not here at my house. When we moved, I said, I know I brought it because I got the paddles and stuff. She's like, the red blender, the one that, I said, Savannah, what did you do? I sold it. How can you sell something you don't have the parts to it? Look at my face. Are you kidding me, Facebook? Are you kidding me? YouTube? Honey, that child's a mess. Do you hear me? I said, Savannah, why did you sell my blender? I didn't think you wanted. How are you going to sell my stuff to make money off of something? Now she owes me a blender. Amber is trying her best not to laugh. But see, they know what I'm dealing with. So this is what you want. You want a nice creamy icing. It's thick, it's stable. We're just gonna let this sit at room temperature. We're not gonna do anything. I'm gonna clean up this. I'm going to relax until the cakes get done, and we'll be back to decorate them. Welcome back, everyone. So the cakes are out. They look beautiful. Nice browning on the top. I'm gonna go ahead and take this, the parchment paper off of this one. You know what? I'm gonna let it cool. It's too hot. So but I wanted to turn one up and down, upside down, and let you see what it should be doing. That's what you should have. Ta-da! And then once it gets cooled enough, and when I tell you, when you place your hand on top of the cake, or not even top of it, just if it's still getting any type of heat coming towards your hand, it is not cooled enough. So do not ever do your icing until the cakes are cool. We're gonna let these cool. We'll peel these off. This is our parchment paper on top of here, and then we'll go ahead and we'll ice them. And I'll see you guys back soon. Welcome back, everyone. Let's finish up the cake. It's so moist that it started to fall apart on me. So when I put this one up on here, and what I'm going to do is just kind of make shift with it until I get it going. So bear with me. I use the butter knife. You can use a spatula, a flat spatula. I just want to get this going first. It's kind of thick, so you got to work with it. With your cake being this moist, that's why it's important for you to let it cool all the way, because if you don't, you're going to have a broke up cake. As you see, I'm struggling with this right now. Don't matter how it looks though, the finished product will be beautiful. What you kind of want to do is just hold your hand and I'm kind of like holding my thumb up against it so that as it pushes it, it doesn't come apart. And I'm going to try to get that bottom part too. We're going to sprinkle in between each layer. We're going to sprinkle chopped pecans. And then the top I'm going to decorate with whole pecans. Okay. I don't want to take it all the way to the edges, and that icing will help glue it. Get yourself some chopped nuts. I put them in here, named it with the back, and this is what it gave me. Sprinkle all of that on there. I want each bite to have some. Okay. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my sides so I can get So we're back, and I made more icing, which I thought I was going to have to, especially since we had our little mix up here. So I'm going to go ahead and start icing the top, and then I'll go back around on the sides. You want to get a good amount on there. It would help if I used a spoon. Now, take your nuts, start on the edges, and go around. So I want to talk about my raffle on Facebook. If you're Facebook and you're one of my friends, you can go to Crystal Gresham, Gresham, Christal, Chris with one and tall with one L. If you want to go on my either At Home with Auntie C Facebook page, or you can go to my regular page, there's a raffle that I'm allowing entry into until the 31st. I'm giving away one of my cookbooks. I'm also giving away one of my e-cookbooks, and I'm giving away a dinner for two. So please, you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you have to share it, and you have to put "you're going." It's set up like it's an event. You have to just press "you're going." And I will do that raffle on the 31st and let you know who the winners are going to be. And you see, I like it all the way in, so I just keep putting it till it gets to the very center. You want a piece of pecan everywhere you look. That's how we have it. And there is your finished product. Isn't that beautiful? Well, at least we know it's gonna be good. So let's get our plates out. Layla, come on, darling. So you can taste some cake. Wipe all this up. Just 1 second. You can come over here into the So Layla, everybody remember my Layla was here with me a couple of weeks ago, and we did her skin. How's your skin doing? Are you seeing differences?
Yes.
Good. That's awesome. So she's gonna test with me today. Let me get some plates. Layla, get some forks out of that drawer right there. We're gonna just do a little piece of cake here. Very rich. Here we go. Tell everybody what you think. Do you want to do it together? Okay. I don't know if your mama can have a piece today, but we'll find out later. Okay. All right, I have to wash my hands off. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Mmm. Very moist. It melts in your mouth. I'll tell you what makes it so moist is the carrots in there. This will make you want to slap your mama too. So thank you so much for being with us today. As usual, I always enjoy you all. I am going to do a live segment one day soon when we get it produced. But for your holiday time, do a carrot cake. Remember, God loves you, so do I.